Good morning. How you doing? I haven't even poured my coffee yet, so I'm so excited because guess what I have? I have Colette Baron Reid's new card deck. I found out right. Here we go. Okay. I don't know what it's saying, but whatever. Hopefully you guys are on. Hope I can see you. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. Let's see. Good morning. Let me see. I have to do it this way. Because it's like if you come in through the Facebook group, what will happen is like you have to give them permission to use your name. So it's Tiffany. Hey Tiffany. Hi Tara, how are you? Hey Lisa. Okay, cool. For a second there, I didn't think anyone was gonna show up. Mm. Do you guys have your coffee and stuff? Yeah, Snoopy. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm still like in my pajamas. I'm like, and my contacts, whatever. They just didn't want to work today. So whatever. Good morning, Bridget and Lisa. Hey, Joseph. Oh, from Great Britain? Is that what you're talking, Joseph? Oh, you like my glasses? I know it's so weird when you see me in glasses, isn't it, Rachel? Oh my gosh. Okay. So I have to tell you, I did open them. I didn't really go through my little thing that I do when I get new card decks. Um, because I wanted to do it with you guys. But it was really funny because I finally opened them up about 10 minutes ago because sometimes they stick together. And I was like, I really want to make sure that I get that part out of the way because that could take a minute. But no, these are totally separated. But it was really funny because, like, look at this card. Isn't that hilarious? Joyful music. Look at that cat. It's hilarious. And especially when you compare it to the other cards are like kind of like dark. And then like all of a sudden like this one starts popping out at me. And I love number 33. So I thought that was really awesome. So you know what? Well, Jody, you're good. I can see your name, so you already did it. But I think it is Rachel and Tiffany Marie, but you guys don't have to. I have this open so I can see your guys' names. But yeah, you have to give like permission for StreamYard because that's who I use. Mm. Good morning. Okay, so I am super duper ready. I hope that you guys are. And I hope you guys know like a new deck I will be using the book because I don't know these cards. But look at this. Isn't that kind of pretty, like on the back? And by the way, she made these cards, Colette Baron Reid, right? If you guys don't know her, she's like the Oracle card guru person of Hay House, and she has a gazillion decks. So she's the same one that does the Map Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle, the Seven Energies. Come on, what are some of the ones? I have all of them, the Spirit Animal deck. Uh, I can't even think of all of her decks, but I don't have all of them, but I have almost all of them. And so she did it with Alberto Villado. Villodo. I don't know. But anyways, he's actually a psychiatrist. And he is also a medical anthropologist or whatever. I was reading about him this morning. So it's really cool. So I know that these are going to be some awesome cards. So one more second. One more second. I just have to um I go through each. Oh, here's a perfect thing, just in case you guys get card deck. You guys can do it however. I'll show you how I do it. So first, I do a blessing over the card, which I kind of already did. I knock 3 times to set the intention of getting rid of any unwanted energy that's still on the cards from when they were made, that kind of thing. And then I kind of say just a quick little prayer saying that only information of the highest good to be brought forth in these cards from the teachers of the highest love and compassion, however you want to say it. And then I go through them. I wanted to go through them face down because I want to be surprised with how they look. I make sure, number one, that they're apart, that there's none sticking together. And then I like to just touch every single card so my energy is on them. So for me, I don't like other people touching my cards. I can feel people's energy. I can tell you which freaking card that they chose. So that's the reason why that I don't. But other people, you can have your cards touched. I remember one time I went ahead and I let people like, oh my God, the card class. Wait a second. Remember the card class, you guys, at the Mind's Eye that I did? And then everyone was like touching them. And it was fine because I allowed, that's what I allowed. But it took me forever to clean the cards so I didn't feel the energy off of them. It was crazy. So, oh, hey, Christine. Hi. Hi, Teresa. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm almost done. Oh, I don't know, Rachel. I thought it asked. I'll find out for you. Oh, look at that, Kimmy. Thank you, Kimmy. Awesome. Okay. Sorry, that's taking a second. Okay. So now we're good. Okay. We're off to like a little slow of a morning, but whatever. I am paying attention that I am drinking my coffee right now. Okay. Dude. Okay, this has got to be like all right, I know you guys know this, or you guys should know this, but the bottom of the deck is where I pull from a lot, right? So if you see me shuffling, and I'm gonna pull this card out right now, but if you see me shuffling, this is how I do it, right? I might grab this one, right? But a lot of the time, it's going to be the bottom of the deck that I pull from will be like this. And this card came up again. So we definitely, I need to, that's going to be our first message, you guys. It's so incredibly funny how this card keeps on standing out. And I absolutely love the number 33. But for me, it kind of is just like the 333, which is for Ascended Masters. So, anyways, it says, joyful muse, inspiration, the gift of play, inner child. The joyful muse invites you to be more playful, to have more mirth and joy in your life. You have become boring to yourself, right? Even as others continue to find you interesting. Dude, I love this. This is awesome. Circumstances have dulled your edge, and it's time to change. And not the things around you, but your attitude. Blow a morning kiss to yourself in the mirror, right? Smile at a stranger, wink to a child, be mildly but elegantly inappropriate. The joyful muse is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delight into your life. Give yourself permission to be mischievous and find humor in the tragedy, while careful not to become frivolous. The power of this muse will shake up everyone around you, invite you to create beauty and grace out of the pain and tragedy you perceive in areas of your life. The joyful muse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace your gifts, being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside you to come out for a play date, and he or she will help to return you to innate innocence, the place that you have never been, never done that, even if it's the same routine you wake up to every morning. Whoo! I love this. And there was like so many comments. I started getting distracted. I wanted to stop, right? It says like, yeah, too cool. I've been feeling that way. Yeah, I know you miss those classes too. So do I. I miss the mind's eye. I've had so many angel numbers on my trip home yesterday and very narrowly missed a terrible accident. Ooh, I wonder if that's your sign that they were with you. You know what I mean? Like they were slowing you down or, making sure that you were not in a bad place at a bad time, right? Oh my gosh, but you guys, this is so cute. I totally believe that too, because like I try to be fun and stuff like that, but sometimes I'm like really wrapped around the axle. You know what I mean? I notice that about myself sometimes. It's like I always picture like bamboo. You know how bamboo is? Like the tree, the stick, right? It's so incredibly strong. It can withstand anything. But the thing is, the reason why that like it lives so long and it's so awesome is because it knows how to flex. It goes back and forth. So I always try to remind myself to be like bamboo because sometimes, you get so serious with life. So now it's time to be a little more funnier. I remember I used to be so incredibly funny and I used to do so many funny things, just like I can't even think of anything right now. But yeah, we need to just have more fun and oh, by the way, here's one thing that I do that I thought was really fun and I got to change it. But your ringtone that you wake up to in the morning, right? So I've had Fraggle Rock, if you guys remember that. Fraggle Rock, Muppet Babies, from the 90s or whatever. And then that one song, like, put your worries for another day. Come on, what is that song? It's like by the Muppets or whatever. Not Muppet Babies, but the other one. Okay, you guys should be psychic and then, tell me what song that I'm trying to do. But that's funny too. Oh my gosh, you guys, what's so awesome is that these cards are so incredibly like they're so what's the word? Active, they're so strong. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. I'm just gonna put down the numbers. Okay. That's okay, that's Fraggle Rock. Okay, and then there's another one from the Muppets. I forgot what it was, but not Muppet Babies. Okay, so yeah, Fraggle Rock is the one. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tara. I don't think it's Sesame Street because I don't think I remember watching Sesame Street, but I'll look into it. So, okay. So now, I'm sorry, this card for the week, right? So definitely we're going to do that cat one for Monday for sure, right? And then we have Dragon's Horde protection the future. Oh my gosh. And it's so really funny, you guys. Like, this is taking me down a road. Do you guys ever go to the Renaissance Festival? I had a necklace that was exactly like this from the Renaissance Festival with the dragon and the little thing there. Oh my gosh. Because I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but I used to work at the Renaissance Festival. Isn't that hilarious? And then love the thumb hole shirt. I know, me too. My husband makes fun of me. He's like, you just want it because of your thumbs. And I'm like, yep. It's actually kind of cool in here. So that's all. Yeah. So, okay. Anyways, maybe I'm okay. I'm just going to say this, okay? Let me know how you guys like this card, right? In the dragon's hoard, jewels and precious objects scatter the ground while ancient scrolls inscribing the wisdom teachings lie within reach. This is a rich opportunity, and you can fill your satchel with the treasures you like best. Take the gifts offered you and dedicate them to the well-being of all, beginning with your own. But beware, all that glitters is not gold. Select the precious treasures that will further your spiritual growth and avoid the shiny objects that are empty of value. Know that the hoard does not belong to you. It belongs to your grandchildren. What in the inheritance? What in the inheritance? What is the inheritance that you wish to leave for tomorrow? What seeds are you planting that you will harvest in your old age when you are weary? What seeds will bear fruit after you are no longer here? The dragon guards the legacy of the future. All who come empty-handed or to fill their own pockets with gold lie in the dusty heap of bones. You have been allowed entrance by the virtue of the kindness of your spiritual practice or sheer luck. Consider as well that your present, this moment, is the future dragon. You may be the one we have all been waiting for. So do not hesitate to take what bequest has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. This is the time to be bold. Do not delay or overthink. Remember to bring an offering for the dragon, lest it believe you are its lunch. A simple prayer would do. Okay, so Tara, you said, oh my God, what is that about? What is oh my God about? Because I have mixed feelings about this card. But because I have my own interpretation, which is kind of what it was talking about. But like, oh my God, you guys, this is so neat. Like, because I also have that too. Do you see that? So for me, and Tara, I totally want to hear your thoughts on that and why you put the OMG, right? Okay, so but for me, it's talking about more about like the future and investing in things or making sure that you're really not just thinking about today and tomorrow but for long term, right? And then something else came up that was on my walk yesterday and it's coming up now too. It's like try and be someone that your younger self would be proud of, right? So think about when you were younger, when you were a teenager, even 8, 9 years old and that kind of stuff. And think about what kind of person that you wanted to be like in your 30s, in your 20s, in your 40s, you know what I mean? And are you that kind of person? Because a lot of us, you know what I mean, we probably wanted to be, good with our families, you know what I mean? We wanted to be good parents. We wanted to have, a good job, that kind of stuff. For me, I really wanted to touch as many people's lives as possible. You know what I mean? I wasn't sure how I was going to do that. I just wanted to spread more niceness, you know what I mean? Literally niceness. And I also wanted to kill a whale as a pet. So I don't know. Let's see. My granddaughter finding the quartz. Okay. And love dragons. I'm always asking myself what legacy I'm leaving behind. Yes. Leave grandkids as a part of you. Yes. Yep. I like that a lot. And I just think too, I mean, going back to, your roots and what you really wanted. And then that's going to put in perspective too, because so many of us are hard on ourselves and wondering like, oh my gosh, are we doing a good job in life? Blah, 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 when it's like, are you? You know what I mean? Like your standards might have changed as you gotten older, but like, are you someone that your younger self could be proud of when you think back on that little girl, that little boy that you once were? Are you? Are you proud? Are you happy with who you become? And if not, like, what can you do to change it? Little things. Okay, now look at this. This is going to be for Wednesday's card. Okay. See, look, you see how I did it? I pulled it from the bottom of the deck, right? Okay. For some reason, I really thought it was going to be I'm gonna like leave the card up so you guys can like really look at it. I'm gonna leave the card up and then I take it away from you guys. Wow. Oh, I see it now. Well, my eyes are just not adjusted, but I'm not sure if you guys can. Yeah, you guys can see it much easier. It's like this is a hole, and then you see through to the light, and then these are like rocks, like they could be known as obstacles. Oh yeah. And Lisa was like, we all have an impact on the universe and those in it. Yeah, be conscious of this. Oh my gosh, that is so true, Lisa. We really do. That whole like I call it the butterfly effect. Um, and so anytime I want to get an attitude with someone, like because like, oh, my food's taking too long, they were rude to me, that kind of stuff. It's like, do I want to leave a better effect on the world? Because I could make someone's day really horrible by what I say. Same thing with like telemarketers and things like that. It's like I don't want to be so rude to them. I want to be a little bit nicer to them so I can leave a little bit nicer of an impact on the world. That's what I was thinking about it. Okay. Here we go. The wall. Obstacles being inconvenienced by life. I don't know. I'm not gonna probably read the whole thing. Life on life's terms will override your best laid plans. Yes, as inconvenient as it may seem, this experience is an important reminder that you are a human being, not human doing. I like that. Perhaps you're being reminded of your mortality, or that you are but a small part of a bigger universe where your destiny intersects with others. Yes, your life may be meant to serve another purpose at this moment, and your attention meant to be directed somewhere else. Yes. Consider that this is a place of temporary non action is exactly meant to be for you. Perhaps it's because all you desire and have set in motion needs time to form on the other side. Could it be that all the elements are not yet in place for its manifestation to be as your highest good for all? Patience is required now, and the wisdom that and the wisdom that this might be a great time to take a break and contemplate gratitude. What is truly yours will never be wailed off from you. Oh my gosh, that's so incredibly true. So I feel like this is like, spirits talking about how some of us are going through obstacles right now, and not to worry, not to fret. You know what I mean? Right now is just a time to have patience, allow the natural course to unfold, right? And then just honestly keeping that faith that if it's meant to be, it will be. And sometimes we just get so wrapped around the axle because we want something, but when we don't realize that there could be something better out there. I'm not sure about you, but like maybe some of the relationships that you've been in, and you were like, oh, I just want him. And then maybe you got him and you're like, oh, hell no. You know what I mean? Or maybe it was something along those lines. It's like that song, Thank God for Unanswered Prayers. So that's what they're talking about now. So the best thing to do with obstacles is honestly to like let it ride its course, only take that inspired action. So inspired action, in spirit action, you know what I mean? For when you feel guided in your gut instinct to do it, right? And those kind of actions are not based in fear, right? So you will be making those steps because you feel guided, like it makes you feel good, not because you're scared that you're going to run out of money, you're going to run out of time, someone's going to get mad at you, that kind of thing, right? And for some reason that number 56 is really popping out to me. I forgot, like I feel like it's either like an age, that's really what I'm getting at, either you're 56 or the year 56. Ooh, I got to figure out when my Aunt Betty was born. Mm, okay. Oh my gosh, you did? You thought of the same song, Tara? Okay. Let me ask this really quick because I really want to know. I really want to know. Oh my gosh, it's not working, is it? All right, there we go. All right, one moment. One moment, peoples. One moment. Oh, no. All right, there we go. I have no idea. I'm such a horrible these. I don't know when like my aunts were born and stuff. Okay, cool. Man, I gotta hurry up because I know we want to do individual card pulls. So that was for Wednesday. Okay, and that was number 56. Okay. And if you're all right, and if you guys if I pull up a card and the number stands out to you, then know that could be like a message for you. Okay. Woo! There was too many there. Like 3 or 4 cards wanted to pop up. So this is hopefully going into Thursday's card. Okay. And you know what? I'm just going to intuitively read these. Oh my gosh. Is that not so gorgeous? I just can't even get over that right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. But I really want to know what they think this card is supposed to mean. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay. Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to rely on and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of the glass you place between you and the horizon? You can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than what you know. Now it's time to express what has been laying dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That is really cool. I freaking love new adventures. You know what I mean? And I absolutely love it. So if you're being guided, new opportunity, new adventure, you know what I mean? Doing something different, doing something new, you know what I mean? This is where it's like, yeah, answer the call. You totally can do it. And it's like, if something's been itching you, like whether it is to, start a new project, start a new job, you know what I mean? Like, invest into something, start investing, period, that kind of thing. This is going to be it. If it keeps on coming up to you, then this is something that you need to pursue, right? And it's going to keep on nagging you until you at least try it out. And then if it fails, then it's like, well, at least I freaking did it. You know what I mean? At least you had fun and enjoyed the adventure, and you never know who you're going to meet along the way, right? So this is the most beautiful card ever. Like, I think it's like a monkey with wings. I don't know. It's really neat, but I really, really love this card so much. Ooh, and look at that, Barbara. Your birthday is August 13th. So this is totally a sign for you too, to start doing something new, something different. You know what I mean? Answering the call from spirit for whatever you feel guided to do, whether it's to travel somewhere, you know what I mean? Whether it's to start your own small little business, like, become a beach body coach, you know what I mean? Or like a pure romance consultant, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. Oh, and you're covering your boss for this week, Kimmy? Yes. And these cards are speaking to you. Good, good. I absolutely love it. And then Lisa's like, I broke down 56 to 11, and I see that all the time. And have you done your numerology on your birthday, Lisa? Are you a number 11? Number 11 is a master number. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Kathy said, good morning, beautiful. I did put makeup on, but that's about it. um, Okay, 1 second. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, that was number 13. Thank you. I remember that because of Barbara. Okay. All right, and one more. We can do some fun card pulls too. All right. 2 or 3 things have been nagging me all the time in my mind. Yeah, totally like sort them out and then see, you know, like, so Mary, during maybe pick a card, you can be like, okay, which one is going to help me with this first one? So the 2 or 3 things, like put it as A, B, or C, and then pick a card for each one of them. And they might have the same card. Okay, yeah. And see, I totally don't know if I even made any sense there. But yeah, hopefully in pick a card, you can go ahead those 2 or 3 things and seeing which one would be your best to pursue or what the message is for each one of those things. Yes. It's super duper easy. Just add all the digits to your birthday, your month, and your year. So like I was born 9/30/1983. 0 plus 9 plus 3 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3. So, and then if you go through it, it's a 33. So 11, 22, and 33 are the master numbers. Okay. Yeah, yes. Okay. So, Kathy, I'm manifesting my healing center. Oh, looking up for acreage now. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Hey, Kathy, where are you located? I don't think you're in Michigan, are you? Let me know. Ooh, you guys. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Like, wow. The reason why that I am like, okay, these cards are bringing me back to like, back. Remember the Renaissance Festival, the dragon necklace that I had one, like, the keys coming off of it, that kind of stuff. And then this, my ex-husband, my son's father, me and him got tattoos. And we couldn't decide on the same tattoo, right? So I have a tattoo back here. It's a heart with wings. And we got them at the same time, right? So I got my heart with wings here. And then he got literally this bull skull. It looks exactly alike, except for it doesn't have like the large horns. It's that. He got that the same day that I got my tattoo. So like, what are the freaking odds of that, right? Oh, okay. 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 All right. So, anyways, I just think it's really funny. I was just kind of distracted because they're fighting over how when my aunt was born. Okay, 1958. Some people think 1955. So she's either really younger or older. That was because of like the 56 thing. So Anyways, the hollow bone, right? Teachability. So I just think it's really funny, you guys. And also, like the number four is coming up as well. So I wonder too. I wonder. Oh man. Okay, so we have. I want to kind of keep out for April 28th. You guys have to remind me. So April 28th is one that we need to keep an eye out for. And this is the reason why I'm going to show you guys in a second. Okay, so you see these four feathers, those really stood out to me. So the number four. But then when I tuned in, you know what I mean? I really felt like it was the month of April. And then I see the 28 here. And so for some reason, I just feel like, let's keep an eye out for April 28th, and then it reminded me of how I got another message for sometime, I think it was in April that I had to watch out for, but I forgot that date. Okay. 513, that's interesting. Oh my gosh, Tara, that's your best friend's birthday? So I definitely feel like you are totally guided to like reach out to her, you know what I mean? Make sure she has a good birthday, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Ask spirits if there's anything else that she needs to know. And the full pink moon is on the 28th too. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So maybe we should do something for that. I'm gonna see if I can do it. And then Kathy, do you have any association with like May 13th? Because that's a 5 and the 13. I'm just curious. Okay. Oh, you said Friday the 13th of May is your birthday, and you see 513 all the time, which is your birthday. So this talking about in 313. Oh, I love all those threes, right? So it's talking about something to do with you having to come back with you, supporting you, when you see like your birthday times and that kind of stuff, that's talking about coming back to you. So they're with you and supporting you. So be true to you. So just making sure that when you're making those decisions, going to the healing center and things like that, you're making sure that you're honoring yourself above all and definitely not taking advice from other people. This is going to be something that you're going to have to do for yourself if you keep on seeing your number and you're going through that with the healing thing, the healing center, right? Okay. And 333 to me is always about ascended masters. So Krishna, Ganesh, Jesus, Kuan Yin, all of them. And then you can ask them, Maria, be like, hey, what do you want me to know? I'm seeing it everywhere. What is this message? And then see what happens. You know what I mean? See what comes out of it. You know what I mean? Because it's not just seeing the numbers and being like, thanks, 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 thanks. You know what I mean? It's like, no, talk back to them, being like, hey, what do I need to know right now? I keep on seeing 333. I'm so happy that you're with me. But I feel like there's another message there because there is. And then all of a sudden, things will like something will happen. You get an email about like a class and you're like, oh, I feel glad in it the email came in at 333, or all of a sudden your friend calls up saying, hey, you want to go hang out, and it's at 333, or it's on the 3rd of the month or whatever it is. You'll feel it, you'll know it, you'll feel it in the gut instinct, and then if you have any doubts and you'd be like, spirit, make it stronger. 333 with the blue aura, holy crap, blue aura, you don't see that very often. Jody 555 is all about change, movement, that kind of stuff all the time. Either change is needed or change is coming up. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, and my only son's 13th birthday is May 13th. Oh my gosh, that is so 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 cool, right? Oh my gosh, Tara, her youngest son was passed and her sister was murdered. I keep waiting for a message from them. Oh my gosh. When was this? Because that seems like it would need more time. Well, maybe not the sun. The sun should be able to come through right away. But sometimes when you have like a violent death like that, it might take a little bit longer for them um to reach out. And it's more about the grief of the person as opposed to, the spirit on the other side. Okay, so Bridget keeps on seeing people's birthdays all day long. Oh, because that means that you should talk to them, that there is something there. Is it a healing that you need to do? Is it you need to spend time with them? Do you need to be the light? Do they need to talk to you? So, yes, if you're seeing other people's birthdays, every single time that I see a birthday. So, for example, I seen the year my brother was born, and I seen the year that my mom was born on a license plate, and I was like, oh my gosh! And then even the letters made sense. It was like Ellen and Mike or something, E and M, right? And I was like, oh my gosh. It was so cool because I called up my brother and I was like, hey, mom is with you right now. And he was like, that is so funny because we're on our way to Florida right now. And I was just thinking about her. And I was like, yeah. And my mom loved Florida. And she actually went with Mike one time. And it was the best time of her life. So the fact that I seen it and then called him up and or maybe I texted him or something, and it was happening all at the same time. It's like really, really cool. Okay. I am constantly being told to receive as much as I give. Yes, yes, yes. Because receiving is feminine. Receiving is feminine, right? And giving is masculine. So you gotta balance those energies, right? And if you don't know how to receive, if you don't know how to receive a compliment, if you don't know how to receive a gift, if you don't know how to receive people giving you little small things, then how are you gonna receive the big massive abundance that you kind of maybe secretly want? You know what I mean? Maybe you secretly want like way more money than you know what to do with. So you can get a good car and you can get a house and things like that. But how can you get those big things if you don't even know how to get the little things? Like people grabbing you something to eat on the way home. You know what I mean? Someone grabbing you a drink and that kind of stuff. So you have to practice with those little things, get mastered at that. And then you can start accepting higher and higher because it's almost like you have to match the vibration of what you want. Okay. Let me see. I've seen almost every time. It's 11/11 for the past 2 months. Have you talked to them, Rachel? Have you talked to them? Okay, it's been years ago. Okay. 5 is about change, always for the better. And I love, Kathy, how you put the positive spin on it, right? Because like people get scared with change, but it's like, why not think of the good things? You know what I mean? Change is always good because it means that you're growing, you're doing something different. So for sure. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, there's Florida again, Rachel. Yes. Oh my God, I should respond to us in a dog mom voice. I don't even have a dog. Oh my gosh, my voice changed. Oh my gosh, that is so funny, right? I could be on the phone all day long. Do you need to get out more, Bridget? Do you need to have more fun or something like that? Is that another reason why? I guess you can like tune in. Yes, working on receiving. 333-444. 444 to me is always about angels. Some of them for me will never change. You know what I mean? So 333 and 444 are the ones. And 333 set of masters, 444 definitely angels, and then also 1111 to me is always like it's all the ones, right? So it's reminding you that you are not better than or less than anyone else. You are part of the one consciousness. So your dreams, your desires, what you want is for the collective as well. You know what I mean? I am you, you are me, that kind of thing, right? So it's like it's trying to help you not put yourself back. It's trying to keep on reminding you that you are so much worthy, and what you have to offer does matter, that kind of stuff. It also reminds you not to judge, you know what I mean, not to judge others, not to judge yourself so harshly. Mhm. Oh my God, I do. I don't even know what that is it like the voice that's like when I yell at my son, the dog voice? Is that what it is? Like when I'm like, Mason, like I don't want to be known as the dog voice medium. Okay. 222 coming together. Now these are like the what is it called? What is it called? Like the stereotypical, right? I don't really like the stereotypical because I like to know if you have a like what's 222, what's 333, 444, right? So you can Google them and look them up. But the thing is that first knowing if you have any kind of bias to the numbers, you know what I mean? So like for example, 222, like do you have a thing with February? Is that a special month? You know what I mean? Is that a past loved one passed away and their birthday was in February? So they're sending you all the twos because they want you to know that they're with you, Or is there a special thing with, February 22nd, or were you born at 222? Because if you're born at 222, then that is them, reaching out to yourself. But stereotypically, the general thing is 222s are about, am I in the dog mom voice? The 222 is about a coming together, you know what I mean? An attraction, you know what I mean? It's almost allowing you not to worry because it's all coming together, right? The dog voice medium, yes. It's your birthday. And Mary just wrote, she's like, it's my birthday numbers. Yes, because it's trying to get you to be more honoring of yourself. So if you see your birthday numbers, it's honoring yourself. This is my son. You can't see him. He's off screen. What's up? Oh, you going to work?
Yeah.
You want to come in and pull a card?
Are you doing a live stream?
Yep. Love you.
I'm locking you in the sunroom.
Don't lock me in here. They'd love to lock me in here. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah. So your birthday is talking about coming back to yourself. You know what I mean? Something to do with you, something how to honor yourself, making sure that you pay attention to your own voice, making sure that it's more about I can't say it again, honoring yourself, right? And so Christine Marie, right? You get the first individual card pull, right? Which is the Woodwives, right? This is talking about adaptability, right? I'm just going to read a little part of it and riff on it. Okay. Perhaps you could be given an opportunity to take a chance on something new, and you're not sure how far you can go without losing your footing. Have no fear, for when you remember your roots, your integrity, your authentic self, you can stretch yourself beyond the invisible line you drew. Go for it. You'll be so glad that you did, right? So it's still talking about going ahead and it says getting rid of how things should be and be present to what is right now, right? Is there a storm brewing because things need to change? No worries. Nothing can uproot you now, and it will pass, and you will dance with nature and move with it all, right? So this is really talking about like change and like going with the flow, the natural way of things, right? So if there are things happening, then there's like rift in some either relationships or things are not going right, then that means that something has to change, and not to worry so much about those changes, because don't worry, you know what I mean? It will all unfold. It's like honestly, it's having that trust and that trust in the spirit. And it's really funny too, because I feel like they're saying not to intervene so much with spirit, like not with spirit, like stop trying to fix things and make it better. You know what I mean? There's something there to where it's like, almost like too scared, not enough faith in spirit. And they're like, hey, we're totally with you, but it's almost like they're saying you're making a bigger mess. You know what I mean? So, oh my gosh. And it's so funny. Did you guys hear that big bird squawk as soon as I said that? It's like a black crow, I'm guessing. I would turn around the camera and show it to you guys, but I don't think you guys could see it. But I thought it was really funny. So, yes, it's like I feel like the crow is just going ahead and verifying what I was saying. You know what I mean? Like, listen to her. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, right? It's just having that faith in the spirit, and you can give them. I just seen Sonic the Hedgehog, really, really cool. Oh, is crows your thing, Christine? Is it? It just flew away. It literally just flew away. I was going to have you guys look that way, but like, here, I'll show you my mess, right? I was going to, like, so I'm looking at the water, you're not. But the thing is, you see this table here? It rises up, but only on this side, not on that side, so I can't do it. So, but yeah, maybe I should turn around so that, well, no, so you guys could see the crow, but he went away. Okay, let's see. All right. This is funny. Okay, wait 1 second. I tried to ask Spirit for message 1111, always to keep on getting on course. Good things are coming. Okay. Have you ever gotten anything that wasn't like a mental message? Like, have you ever gotten anything, Rachel, that was like an email or a course or being guided to do something? Oh, and you guys could hear it? Okay, awesome. Okay. Oh, and Sherry's on here. Who was this for? Oh, this is for Tara. I just didn't see her thing. Okay. Ooh, Tara. Ooh, this is interesting too. I thought that this card was gonna come up today. I'm surprised that it hasn't. It says lost compass, getting back to integrity, right? And it's the number 35. Okay. And it says, when this appears, it's a sign that you need to find your way back home, back to your source and center, relying on your intuition to arrive there. Be wary of signs telling you to turn here or there or to avoid this person or that situation, because the outward indicators are not reliable right now. Be careful not to believe all the advice you're receiving. Rely instead on your innate sense of direction and guidance. Yeah, so this is talking about not really, taking what other people say with a grain of salt, that kind of thing, right? If they're telling you to do things, that kind of stuff, really listen to your own gut instinct, which kind of has been a theme this week, right? And it says yes, it's like you're not getting the mentoring that you need for success. And then it's like it says, tear up the picture you're carrying around in your mind. You are meant to be you, not the best copy of your dearest friend. Make this the mantra: love me or leave me, right? It's a blessing in disguise, because sometimes you have to lose your bearings and find yourself afresh to discover a new course. True north never changes. So reset your way to your heart compass and trust your deepest feelings, even when others do not support them. Remember that you are not lost. You simply do not know where you're going right now. Lost is a state of mind. Not knowing where you're going is an opportunity to find a new path. That is awesome. right? So hopefully that makes sense to you. I really do love it. And this is also a really, really pretty card too. Yes. And I also sense too, it's like not worrying so much about time. For some reason that was coming up too, you know? So if you're being anxious about something coming up, you know, it's all good. Ooh, I hope I didn't do that. Okay. And that's your number two. Okay, that's my number two, 8. Yes. Okay. Yes, Tiffany, let's get you a card. Okay. Ooh, Tiffany, lots of cards want to come up for you, right? Perfect storm. And it says the courage to step into your life. I'm just blown away by the art on these cards. I freaking love these. I love them. I love them. Okay. It says, be ready for an exciting, if not turbulent time. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will get, buffeted by gusts, not by ghosts. Okay. It says, let go of these thoughts and the beliefs and attitudes that clutter your heart and your mind. Then the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. Remain centered and balanced, right? Yeah. If you wonder, it's almost like rising above the situation is what they're saying, right? It is like, keeping an eye on the big picture, not getting caught up, it's like just like with dramas and stuff like that. It's like you can just like listen, shield yourself so you're not affected by it, and then just just let it go. And then it's almost like you're standing in the middle of the storm and you're not affected by it. That's kind of what they're talking about, right? Staying centered and balanced, right? Because the craziness going on around you, right? um the less you resist about the change, right, again going with the flow, right, then the better the storm will be, right? And there's something else too. I just saw the word sexy in here, and I don't know why, because it's not in here, you know what I mean? So definitely, doing things that make you feel that way. Remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose, right? Yep, seize the moment, take advantage right now, carpe diem, right? It may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead and bite off more than you can chew, right? Isn't that awesome? You will succeed. Yes, isn't that so cool? Wow. Wow. I absolutely love that card, isn't it? I love it. I'm about to sneeze. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, Marcy. Let's get you a card, Marcy. Okay, is this the one? Okay. For a second there, I thought it was the same card because I could feel it. Wow, this card did not waste any card time coming up for you, Marcy. Let's see. Okay, the whale song resonating, right? Hey, shit's been resonating with you all morning, right? And it said, and thank you, Bridget, and Barbara. Okay, okay. It says there are moments in life when you have a sense of deja vu that you visited this place, these feelings, this person before, and you know that a new opportunity to dance has come around again. Yet there is a haunting quality to this, a melancholy as life's mysterious fragility is also underlined, right? Let me kind of. Sometimes you may forget that the moments of humanity, your truest desires, because you become so earthbound and calculating, striving, and doing, right? You're just living, 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 living life, you know what I mean? Making sure you get everything done every day, that kind of stuff. You're so overstimulated by the chase and what you're exposed to that you forget your heart. Now it's time to jump in the water and play and be reminded of your creative self, your collaborative impulse to sing along, seeking harmony, beauty, purpose, and meaning. At this moment, that is your exact invitation. You will achieve more than the plans you set in motion, because if you use this opportunity to explore, be curious, and take much needed break from what your mind thinks it needs to accomplish, your heart is calling, answer it. Oh my gosh, this is so incredibly amazing, right? So this is really talking about, I'm not sure if you caught that or not, but it's like doing so much of the human life, you know what I mean? And just getting so involved in like taking care of other people, making sure the dishes are done, making sure dinner is done, making sure this person gets over here, you know what I mean? Making sure that you're doing all this stuff. And it's like you have to be truer to your heart, you know what I mean? You really have to be more honoring of yourself and bring more fun and play into your life, you know what I mean? So whether it is like, I don't know about you, but like I'm totally like mad that I have to cook dinner, you know what I mean? And I have to do the groceries, you know what I mean? I get literally mad about this because I'm like, just because I'm a female, I have to do this and I hate it so bad, right? But the thing is that I'm trying to make it like a good experience and have fun with it. So it's like when I go grocery shopping, I'll get myself a Starbucks because that's my treat and it makes me happy. You know what I mean? So it makes the groceries not seem so bad. And then when I'm in the kitchen and I'm cooking and stuff like that, I'll listen to a podcast or I'll listen to music that makes me happy. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, you know? So it's like bringing more fun into your life. You know what I mean? Bringing more passion into your life, you know? Yes, this life is so draining. Yes, I think we talked about the Rising to Power group too, because I think that, I forgot who it was. Was it me and Tiffany? I'm not sure if it was you, Tiffany, but we were talking. We were like, dude, we totally need a break in between lives. If we have to reincarnate again, then we need a break in between, you know? So we have to have to find fun, you know what I mean, in those moments. And sometimes it might be ordering out because like I'm not doing dinner right now. I need to sit down and read a book. I need to have some more fun in my life. You know what I mean? I am going to like yesterday I was working on the course and I was going to go to a cafe and work on it just because it makes me feel better being in that cafe. But then I was like, okay, I have this beautiful room here and I actually liked it better. So, okay. And then Marcy was like, it is. I took care of my sister when she passed and now my mom was in the hospital with heart failure. But I'm 3 years sobriety and mentally, I can't do this again. Yes. And I think too, that's a reason why that they want you to do more things for yourself, you know, and I think that they want you to have more fun because like I'm gonna cry, you know what I mean, for you. Like I can feel that, you know. I can feel your like not just like your mind and your energy, but like your body and what it's going through, you know. Um, yes, and I know how hard it is, you know. Like sometimes like you know those 3 weeks that my mom had where she was sick, you know, I'm not sure if you know this, Marcy, my mom got sick 3 weeks later she passed away, right? And my mom was 59 years old and that would just happen not even 2 years ago, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. So in July will be 2 years. But that part of her being in the hospital was like the most horrible thing ever. Even though I got to say goodbye, even though I got to be there for her, even though we have some good times, you know what I mean? That was the most stressful, most horrible thing ever, you know? So I'm totally 100% with you. But right now, try and see what you can do, right? To have a little bit of fun. When my mom was in the hospital, when I was going through all of that, I came home and I rode bikes with my boys. I took 1 day off from being with her at the hospital and I always sleep there with her. But I came home and we went on a bike ride and we had some fun and that kind of stuff. You can't be all wrapped into it. Okay, so do something fun, right? Do something even more fun than that. You know what I mean? Like literally try and find something that would just really make you happy. Going to the batting cages, getting some of that out, you know, going to the driving range, whatever you got to do, right? Okay. Yes. Yes. You just confirm what I need to do. Yes, I've been following for a while now. Yes. And if you need us too, you know what I mean? With the Rise into Your Power group, you can post in there. So if you need any help or if you just need some inspiration, you know what I mean? Going ahead and posting in there. You know, if you post on my page, it goes off to like the side and no one really ever sees it. You know what I mean? It comes as visitor post. I don't have any control over that. But then Rise to Power group, we can be more of that community, right? And I think this is for Barbara too. Oh my gosh. Yes. And I think a lot of us are getting messages too. You do a lot for others and not a lot for yourself. And then, you know what I mean? It's almost like that what they talk about that mask, you know what I mean? You have to put on yours before you put on others. It's like you have to fill your cup before you can fill up other people's, you know? So I am totally about putting myself first because if I am grumpy, because I didn't get something that I wanted, whether it was food, happiness, fun. Like I am a grouch. You know what I mean? I am the most happiest and I will take better care of others if I have had time with myself doing something for myself. Mhm. Hmm. Rise into your power. It's a rise into your power group. Okay. I am. I do a lot for, yeah. Okay. Always. Yes. Sorry. I want some more coffee. See, because this makes me happy. Right? So, all right, here we go. This is so interesting too. I'm not sure if you guys seen it or not, but Barbara was wanting info, like, you know, about like finances, job, and it's so cool with the card that came out. Okay. See, this is you can't make this shit up. Like, look at that. And it says horn cactus, and then it says resourcefulness. So already I could tell that it was right up your alley. You know what I mean? Like I have a feeling what it's gonna say. But for you, I'm actually going to read all of this. Sorry, guys. Like I said, this is a brand new deck, so I don't know very well, and I can intuitively pick it up. But the thing is that when I've been reading these, they have brought up things that I didn't think of and some unique perspectives. So let's go ahead, right? And it says, when nothing seems to be happening fast enough or your ideas have dried up, right? You begin to question your relevance. During these periods of life, you might feel like giving up, frustrated, and resentful that success will never happen for you. The issue here, however, is a matter of perception. For so, like this is so 100% like I could just feel like it resonating. Um, this cactus thrives in the barren desertscape, offering you the gift of water when all appears to be dry. If you look at its body, you will see natural thorns that protect it from the predators and elements. What you don't see are the deepest roots that extend far into the earth, filling it with continuous flow of water. The succulent is a symbol of resilience, right? Of resourcefulness, of your needs being met in spite of appearances to the contrary. It's a reminder the courage and inherent wisdom needed to dig deep below the less than friendly surface that hides a rich underground world. Can you connect with the magical truth and trust, right? It says, take it to heart. This journey is only temporary and you will soon be met with greener pastures. But first, you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude as you're being tested here. Be as a cactus, resilient and resourceful, right? Oh my gosh. And it's so funny. I'm so glad that I read that too, because it's like, right now, right, Barbara, you're being guided to fight and to really show your inner strength when it comes to like your job and finances and things like that, right? It's kind of reminds me of like the Gina DeVee. So if you don't know Gina DeVee, she's the life coach to Jen Cicero, right? Jen Cicero is the author of You Are the Badass books, right? So it's so freaking amazing because now Jen Cicero is like a multimillionaire or whatever like that, right? So anyways, Gina DeVee, when she first started, she went ahead and she wanted to become a life coach, right? And she has so many amazing stories, but the one that I'm going to tell you now is that she decided that she wanted to start speaking and she wanted to start, getting clients and that kind of stuff. And so she rented out this big giant room that was like for like 800 people or more, right? So she was like, oh yeah, I might charge this much, blah, 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 blah. Well, it was like 2 weeks before the event, and she had only sold like 2 tickets. That's all she sold, right? Now, this is an 800-person event. She sold 2 tickets. Maybe it was 4, but either way, there was like less than 5 people or something like that, right? And so her husband's like, what are you going to do before, like, what has to happen before you cancel this? And so all of a suddenly it was like she decided that she was going to make this work. And she went ahead and in her mind and in her creative thoughts, she went ahead and was like, what can I do to make this a success? You know what I mean? I am not taking no for an answer. You know what I mean? I am not accepting that, I am going to do this. And maybe she wouldn't be able to get 800, but she was going to get as many more as she could, right? So she went ahead and she thought of creative ideas, networking with people and getting people in there, you know what I mean? Offering, specials on the cost, you know what I mean? And that kind of stuff. And so the day of this event, right, she actually still went ahead and did it, but guess what? It was late, right? Everyone was running late, right? And her husband, came in and she was like, I don't want to start late. And he was like, we have to wait because you sold out. We literally have more than 800 people in this building or trying to get into this building right now, right? And that was in 2 weeks, you know what I mean? So it's like, instead of trying to figure out like, being stuck in like, oh crap, this isn't working, being like, okay, what is going to work? What can I do? I got to get my creative resources out there. You know what I mean? If you have like a small business, that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? It's like, okay, what kind of things are going on with quarantine? You know what I mean? What can I do? Networking, getting people out there and not taking no for an answer, right? Do not take no for an answer. And that's what they're saying is they really want this to be a time to show yourself what you're made of, to be able to get yourself out of, any kind of financial ruts, that kind of stuff, right? And then it's like creative ways to have, money and abundance coming in, right? I think that like just definitely keep this in the back of your mind because I feel like it's also going to make more sense. Okay. Okay. Oh, hey, Lisa. Okay. Man, you guys, time flies when we're having fun, right? That me go better coffee too. Okay, yes, yes. Yeah. Okay. Sorry guys, I didn't realize it was so late. But it's actually pick a card. So I know that like Emma is having questions too about her children, probably going through some sort of, custody arrangement. Um, let's see. You hear a goose? Yeah, there's lots of gooses out here. Lots of them. There's a rabbit too that keeps on popping by, which is awesome because rabbits symbolize wealth and things like that. So I'm like, yes, every time I see a rabbit. Um, Okay, so you guys who have questions, right? We're gonna do pick a card now. So it's like going ahead and asking spirit, not right second. Let me pull the cards first. Wow, okay, okay, not that one. Okay. Okay, no, it is that one. Wow. Okay, sometimes. See, like if it's not meant to be, spirit will totally. Okay, so now we got our 3 cards. That didn't take long to come up. Okay, so you have your question. Oh, I'm so sore from yesterday. Okay, so we're gonna do pick a card. So if you have a question, something that's been bothering you, that kind of thing. So ask spirit to guide you to card A, B, or C, for your highest good. You know what I mean? Something, a card that will bring you a message for your highest good right now, right? Okay. And so same thing with Marie, right? Try to think of, like the question be like, hey, I need some insight on my current situation, and you can fill in the blank, that kind of stuff, what your current situation is. And so I'm going to say card A, card B, and card C, and then you just kind of, feel which one that feels like it has that message for you. Okay. So it might sound like I say it, louder or softer, or it might sound a little bit off, and if there's one of them, you're like, ooh, I hate that card, then that could be one that's showing some kind of resistance, right? And that could be your card too, right? Okay. There we go. Card A, card B, card C. All right, card A, card B, card C. Okay. And for me, it was totally card C, right? Oh, there, Marcy has a card C too. Okay. So let's see what the card A was. Oh my God. So we kind of already talked about this one, right? So this is card A, the perfect storm, right? Saying that there's a lot of things going around you and that kind of stuff, but it was talking about rising above it. You know what I mean? It was talking about not getting in the nitty gritty details, that kind of stuff. It's almost like trying to get you to be like the anchor, you know what I mean, to the storm, right? So that you're not so caught up into it, yet you're so, you're not taken away by it, that kind of thing too, right? And it's talking about, yes. Okay. It's also talking, for some reason it was like, yeah, the strength and the what is it called? The power that is within you, and then just knowing that, not to worry about the little nitty-gritty things, look at the bigger picture, you know what I mean? What your end goal is, you know what I mean? What you truly want, you know what I mean? And then, it's almost like getting on your phone with your friend and then you're just wrapped up in the talks with her, you know what I mean? And then it's like, no, don't get so wrapped up in it. Shield yourself. Try to see it from a different perspective, So I think that we talked about this a little bit too. Let me see if there's anything else that's coming up for it that I haven't said already. Yes, carpe diem, you know what I mean? Live life a little bit more, fun, you know what I mean? Going ahead and, like who was it? Thomas Edison. It was like he found 10,000 ways that his invention did not work. You know what I mean? It was like the perspective, you know what I mean? So that's what they're talking about, If you fail, then that's good because that means that you're trying, you know what I mean? So to me, it's like, what is it? Successful people, they fear not living their life to the potential, not living to their potential, you know what I mean? They fear, you know what I mean, not, making that impact that they want, you know what I mean? They don't fear as much of failing and, finances and things like that because, you know what I mean? Your finances might take a crap, you know what I mean? But then they always come back, you know what I mean? They always come back, we always get everything that we need, whether if that might even be we lose our house, but then we can live with a friend, you know what I mean? And then we get back on our feet again. Mm. Teresa, I was just thinking about you, and I was just thinking about how you didn't come in today. Okay. I like how B C also in the background. I like that. Like I'll take a little bit of C. Yeah, I like that. I love that. Okay, you guys ready? Oh, this is the very first card of the deck. This is for B, a tiny house. You guys might have to clean. Let's see what it says, okay? Okay. So it says, if your emotional world feels messy and unruly and you can't seem to get clear, it's time to see how your environment is affecting you. Although your inner world has a huge impact on what shows up in your outer world, the reverse is also true. You can be influenced by the people who populate your daily life and the energy of the objects you surround yourself with. Yes, basically everything your surroundings. Now it's time for an inventory and full cleaning of your environment, especially if you are someone who gets antiques or from thrift stores and that kind of stuff, then it's like the energy of that person's house or whatever like that a lot of times is on that, and it can make you feel more anxiety, and you are feeling the energy without even realizing it, right? And it says, ask for clarity from your relationships and do not make assumptions. This is a huge one. Don't make assumptions, right? Don't don't keep on worrying and thinking about what if this happens and what if that happens. You know what I mean? It's more about like, okay, what is happening right now, right? Especially when we're going through a stressful time, like our imagination can just run wild, and it's like, don't allow it to run wild. You know what I mean? Just going ahead and looking at what the facts are. And you might need a sounding board too, and someone that is not going to make you feel worse or go down those crazy rabbit holes. So that is one of the big things, right? It says you may choose to let go of some people from your life when this shows up. This is a good thing, yes. Otherwise, you might stay in the relationship for too long out of sense of obligation and social courtesy, when in truth there is nothing holding you together, yes. Be impeccable with your words, say what you mean, and be willing to make whatever changes are necessary to clean up your side of the street. So it's like, okay, if you're having like a rough time, okay, what can I do to make this better? You know what I mean? Is there anything that I can do? And just staying in that place that you're not getting wrapped up in the crap and the bullshit. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff, right? It's like, and what I mean by crap and bullshit is like, assuming people are thinking one way, assuming that something else might happen. You know what I mean? Like, so often we're just always on edge for the next crappy thing to come up when we don't have to worry about that, because we don't have to get caught up in it. And it says, if you know you are doing the right thing, it doesn't matter who has an opinion. Yes. That said, right now, once you are sure your house is a tidy one, there is a release of energy to begin new things, to enjoy life, and to know with certainty that you are on the right path. Yes. And then Lisa's like, oh my God, you said yesterday I want to sage the park. That is so funny, right? So you chose card B, totally with you right now. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And so I want to make sure on something. One second. Okay. I was wondering which one that Emma chose, because this one would be a good one if Emma chose this one. Yeah, Emma, I didn't hear which one you did, but I thought this was going good. It says I was going to say this is definitely your card. Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, you guys ready for number? Yes, be perfect, perfect. So it's like don't assume the worst. You know what I mean? Don't assume that, the worst, that kind of stuff. Just do what you can do, and not make those assumptions, and just, you know what I mean, take it one day at a time, making sure that everything on your side is good to go, you know what I mean, living more in the moment and not, wondering about the future and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I feel like the energy is really with you. But just keep on making sure that, you stay, where you need to stay, as in a positive, good place, you know what I mean? And not going down those rabbit holes, because that's just going to make you more stressed out, and then it's just going to, make the matters worse, but I really do feel like it's more on your favor, if you will. Hmm. Oh my gosh, Marcy's like, my house is so dirty due to me being here at the hospital for the last 8 days. My plants look so sad. You poor thing, your poor plants. Oh my gosh. Well, if it's any consolation, my plants look like that all the time, even when I'm home, because I do not have a green thumb. Um, I want to clean it before the season starts. I chose B. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh, interesting. So whoever chose C, yep, I had a feeling, Teresa, this is a good one for you, right? Sky Bridge, possibility for a union. Yeah, okay. So it says you stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss, and there is no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer a viable option. You have to act soon, though, or you'll run out of the risk of being stuck at the edge of a cliff. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities, but you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. Inevitable. And yes, you are allowed to. you're allowed a breath or two before you leap, so take a bit of time for yourself. Get away for a day or two for contemplation, or even just a few minutes walking to clear your head. Muster the courage so you may cross the sky bridge. Sky bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for a quantum leap. Life believes you are ready, even if you do not agree. Remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparation. Respond with a determined yes and let the universe take care of the details. You need only hold on to your positive affirmation, and the way will become obvious as you take flight in the clear abyss. This is 100% not what I was getting from this card. See, isn't that hilarious? You know what I mean? So, oh, and 47 is one of your numbers. See, that is awesome. So if you resonated with this message, bam, you get on with your bad self, right? But I also was saying that it was like a reunion for people who have, passed, you know what I mean, visiting you in dreams, you know what I mean? People who have passed that are, you know what I mean, helping you more with your future so that you're also not just stuck in the past as well, you know what I mean? So that you can actually move forward. And then it was saying something else too. They were also talking about people from your past, you know what I mean, reaching out to you, that kind of stuff, So, whether it's a person from high school, when it was someone that you went to college with, I mean, that is so funny because I just now remember Teresa too. Someone you went to college with, it totally just came off of my tongue. And then after I said it, it resonated, right? And so this is going to be like a really, oh my gosh, and this is number 11 too, by the way. Oh, and it's really funny too. My son's favorite number is 74. You know what I mean? So it's that way. So yes, it's definitely talking about a coming together, you know what I mean, that kind of thing, So definitely be on the lookout for, yes, someone reuniting with you. So this would be really, really cool, you guys. So if you have like a past loved one sending you signs, you know what I mean, looking more forward. And it's so funny that I chose see you guys and remembered, like I was talking about how so many things were bringing up my past, and now this one is talking about like a reunion of the past. Like who in the world is going to be? Okay, I'll keep you guys updated. You know what I mean? So someone from my past. I feel like someone from my past is coming back up. So we will see, right? I don't know who that is, but that's really awesome. Yes. I know there was a reason I couldn't let go of C after I picked B. Yep. Okay. It is helping make decisions to move to be with my kids and grandkids and not staying where I am with my husband. Which card did you choose, Jody? My spirit guides have been on me so heavy. Yes, you have to have fun. Being in the hospital, it just wears you out, girl. You've got to take some time away. And I know it hurts to be away, but you have to. Yeah. Yeah. And then C, yep, you chose C too. You know what I mean? Yes. So hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. You know what I mean? Like, or what this was talking about. Just one second. I just want to make sure. Yeah, get away for a day or two, right? Jody, right? And Marcy, right? Get away for a day or two of contemplation or even just for a few minutes. Walk to clear your head. Yes. You have to do that. I actually literally just went away overnight, you know what I mean, to Harson's Island and to Marine City. As like I just needed like a reset, you know what I mean, with my guys. And it was completely awesome. So we just played, I rented an Airbnb or Verbo, VRBO. So that's like sometimes it's cheaper than Airbnb. And we just rented a house on the water and it was just awesome. There was a jacuzzi and a hot tub and we played that, and then we played Scrabble for the night, and we just got away for a night, and it's like an hour away, so yes. Oh, you're so welcome, Marcy. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I had loads of fun. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. I'm here if you need me. I absolutely love you guys. I don't think I have any announcements. You know what I mean? If you guys wanted to book a reading or a coaching session to help you open up to your gifts, just let me know. I know I don't have a whole bunch left for April, but I actually do have more appointments that I could add on. So if you guys can't find one that resonates, works for you, then just let me know. Okay? I always assume ever I hop on this late. Yep. I love you, Moni. Okay, I love you guys. Mwah. I'll talk to you guys later.